What's up, YouTube? We are back again today with some more Bloodhunt shoutcasting, commentary, presenting, whatever you want to call it. We're back and we're breaking down your favorite plays from the best players in the games that we can find in these random cues that we're getting, and just giving you guys a good look at what Bloodhunt has to offer with a lot of fun, and then just breaking down the plays and kind of educating the viewers as much as we can to get you guys into the streets of Prague and sucking some blood. In this match, it's really exciting. I gotta say, we started off kind of slow. It was a kind of a slow match. We had a player that was really being patient and really playing it safe, and he made it way far. But this ending was absolutely crazy. I just finished editing it, and I'm still like, I can't believe it ended like that. So make sure you watch till the end. And thank you guys so much for showing up and enjoying the Bloodhunt content. I am addicted to this game. Shark Mob, the developers, seem really great, and I'm excited to get more involved with their Inner Circle creator program. And there's talks of maybe some Twitch rivals coming up, so I'm trying to make sure my casting gets better. I'm raising up the skill as much as I can, and I'm listening to as much feedback as possible to try to improve. So let me know down in the comments if I missed something, if I should improve in something, if you didn't like something that I did. Let me know down in the comments below, and I will talk to you about it and we'll fix it up. So thanks for watching. Thanks so much for being here. Make sure you watch to the end, enjoy the video. Make sure you like, share, do all that stuff for YouTubers, whatever you're supposed to do. Thanks. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Going down though, 3 players down on the scoreboard for this player, and I am not going to be happy. It didn't make it very far, but you know what it is, what it is. It's going to be 26 players left in this lobby, as it seems like a whole just constant feed of kills are just coming through in that kill feed. And yes, definitely right on. Heard that siren coming through, or I'm sorry, the Muse coming through and healing up, and that's going to be the Muse that has the rejuvenating voice. I'm sorry, the siren, it keeps confusing me. The siren definitely has, you know, a reputation in mythology of being singers. Their voices are what's special about them. So really weird that the siren has blinding beauty and the Muse has rejuvenating voice. I think maybe those should be switched, but you know what, I'm not the one that makes the rules. It is what it is. It's gonna be TTV Osgen that takes out somebody, and Dreiser Live will take out Kuromi there in the kill feed. It's going to be Healing coming through and doing just that, as Healing lives up to the name. Going to be able to use that Muse very successfully to stay safe and sound and nice and healthy. Pushing on in to find themselves in the top 23 so far. Active will be able to come through and take out Wavy John. That's going to be PC on PC action, and it's going to be more and more action as we see this close circle getting, or this close area, I'm sorry, it's not a circle in this game, it's a crazy shape, which is, I just gotta say, adds a lot of fun, a lot of depth to the area that's closed in as it gets closer and closer. It's gonna be Super Sako that takes out Slick Rye, and Fresh Box will take out Brock too in that kill feed as we get closer to the top 20. And it looks like Healing might have found a gamer nearby trying to get some feed on from a civilian nearby, and our Muse will take a couple of pop shots, and I think a couple of those landed, but definitely the player going to be trying to react here, as it looks like they turned and started to maybe push this way, but no, they just turned and started to aim this way. They did get some shots in, and it will be Healing that goes down to about 100 HP, and we'll be using that rejuvenating voice yet again to do exactly what the name lives up to. Healing going to be able to get all the way back up to 191 HP, as now the healing stops and now the shots come out, as this player has chosen to try to run up the side of the building and get some more cover, and they actually made it out, but man, they stick their head up, and that's a little bit too much, as that head just gets popped right quick, as Healing just knows how to make the AK work, man. 21 players remaining in this lobby still, as Dreiser Live will pick up another one named Lil Bowl, and the action keeps on growing. All right, Healing coming through, 3 kills down on the scoreboard, as our boy on the Muse is finding himself nice and at home here in this abandoned factory area. Going to be able to climb up each of these columns, find a little bit of elevation, and trying to get some eyes on some opponents. But really, there's not much action going on over here. I think Healing's just enjoying the peace. There's not really anybody pushing in. He does spot the player yet again in the distance, and comes through with a quick couple of shots and lands those very quickly and right accurately as well, but does not do enough damage to secure the kill. It's going to be Dreiser Live that shows up yet again, that takes out Lil Bowl, and man, Dreiser Live and TTV Austin Gina definitely popping up in that kill feed over and over. It feels like the whole game it's full of 40 people, but really these two seem to be kind of racing for the for the victory right now. We'll see who ends up with that crown at the end. It's going to be Envy Reigns TTV that shows up in that kill feed as well, and there'll be another player down for the count. And healing coming through yet again with some more pop shots as this player just needs to find some cover and get away. TTV ixiTimmyixi in that kill feed yet again, and we'll take another player down for the count. 16 players still left in this lobby, and we have dwindled down to less than half of the players that we started with. Some good kills coming through, a lot of action, but really honestly, I hope that we get to find a different player soon, because this player, he's doing a great job, but he's just playing a little bit more passive than what we usually like to see. But you know what? He might get himself a dub by taking it easy and playing it smart. But right now, 13 players remain in the lobby, and only 12 between healing and the dub here, as he finds himself behind this little bit of cover. Going to be able to use this line of sight and this rooftop to really stay safe and sound while he keeps a close eye on anybody that might be coming into his territory. Not enough of his back against the smoke, in my opinion. The red gas is a really good way just to get up close against the gas if you can, if you have the elevation, and keep yourself safe by keeping that back to it. Normally you won't have to deal with anybody coming out of that gas on you too much, but usually if they do come out of the gas, they're low health and you can usually hear it. So would like to see him reposition a bit, but right now he might be trying to make his way into the safe zone before the gas starts to spread a little bit. And there we go, Dreiser Live versus ixiTimmyixi, and it will be ixiTimmyixi that goes down there, as Dreiser Live does come out on top, but that doesn't mean that ixiTimmyixi is completely out of the game, as there might be an extra life on hand for that player. And that is one thing that's really interesting about this match, or about this game. We talked about it earlier. You always have those chances to get those extra lives to come back into the game if you go down once, twice, 3 times, even 4 times sometimes. And what happens when you do that is it prolongs the game, allows you to play longer, right? But it also creates this really, really exciting final zones where there's a lot of people alive. They've really got some great loot, and it just makes for, you know, a tiny area full of big monsters and just a lot of mayhem. And that's what we like to see. That's where the entertainment comes, and I'm really happy to see it. But speaking of seeing it right now, we're going to be looking through a first-person perspective as Heelan is taking some pop shots with this sniper, using this line of sight cover from the structure to bob and weave in between these air conditioning units here, and taking some good shots at some players that might be battling out there on the distance over on top of this rooftop, but not going to be able to land too many shots just yet. A couple of good shots though, as this player seems to not be really able to do much in terms of like hiding from these sniper shots, but not going to be able to land one just yet. It's going to be Dreiser Live that picks up another kill, making it all the way into the top 8 players now, down to the nitty gritty, the top 8 players that have survived throughout the damage that's been pumped out from all these vampires, all the red gas, all the third parties, all the RNG loot that's been taking people out of the game. This is your final 8, and unfortunately, I believe Heelan just missed a player that was to their left, but right now he seems to be okay. He's taking some shots with this sniper, and if the player was to the left like I thought, he would be getting shot in the back unless that player behind him just didn't want to attack. But now that I see again, it looks like never mind. That was just a little bit of red gas that kind of confused me there. But right now we're going to see Heelan pushing on in and keeps a good close eye on the feet of the tower there, and we'll be able to keep a good close amount of damage on this opponent that just kind of came through at the bottom and seemed to be trying to come and encroach on his territory. Going to be able to use that nice projection there on the Toreador clan and be able to go from one rooftop to the other. A really, really great ability in my opinion. It not only gives you that mobility that you need, but it also gives you the ability to juke out your opponents. You don't have to dash to that projection, so they have to make the decision. Do I go toward the projection? Do I go toward the player? Or do I just get out of here until I can figure out what's happening? And right now, Heelan's doing a great job of using that projection dash to reposition into opportunities that really are going to get some nice downs. Right, there we go. We just see not one but 2 players getting tagged by this sniper rifle. One of them going down on the tippity top of that roof, and the other one going down in the streets here. And it'll be Dreiser Live that comes through that does get credit for it. But oh man, Dreiser Live trying to make a run for it, but the AK comes out at the last second, and we'll get rid of the last remaining HP of that opponent. Going down in the red gas too, so they will surely be gone and out of the game. Only 4 players remaining in the lobby now, and it looks like Heelan is trying their best to be able to take home the crown and brag to all his friends and family. I don't know. Great job job of using this movement to stay right on top of this rooftop, and that's really where you want to be as long as you can. Going to be able to use that elevation and that nice line of sight to be able to spot your opponents, but also stay pretty safe behind the lip and the edge of that structure. Going to be able to move on in as the red gas pushes into this new safe area, and I'm surprised that Hillen didn't go for the large structure here in the center, this kind of abandoned factory type place or whatever, this construction area. But you know, it is a decision you have to make. Do you want to go there where you're going to have a lot of eyes and be able to see what's going on and kind of have the high ground and put yourself in a position where a lot of people are probably going to be aiming at you, or do you want to play it a little bit safer, go on the low ground, try to sneak around, be a little bit stealthier, and maybe flank around some players that are kind of focused on that high ground position? Right now, it doesn't look like it's really going to matter, as the red gas is just pushing in so quickly here that even that high ground is not safe anymore. Now it's going to be these streets up top and the streets down below, and whoever's going to take the crown is going to have to figure out the sweet spot in between those. It's going to be Hillen up top as he finds himself a place to heal up. Going to be use those blood syringes to get those heals over time. That's going to be triple blood syringes, so it's going to be quick heals over time. And right now, sees a player nearby, wants to take some shots, but he's got to be very careful right now. He's doing what we talked about earlier that he wasn't doing. We talked about, you know, using that red gas, getting your back up against it, making sure that you have a little bit of a cover behind you. And we didn't see him doing it earlier, but now really doing a great job of positioning himself on the outside looking in this final zone. It's going to give him a lot of opportunities to deal damage and also stay pretty safe. You know, it kind of funnels people into him if he knows what he's doing. Going to be able to use the crack in the doorway here between this storage container. Doing a great job of trying to use every resource that he has available to get an eye on his opponents and get that advantage to get the kill. But right now, only 3 players remain as that 4th one does eventually fall. Going to be keeping a close eye on everything, but nothing to hear. All 3 players must be playing very safe here, as we do not hear any gunfights, no melee in this tiny little area. There's really not a lot going on, but I think I might have heard something there for a second. I don't know. Let's listen. I don't know. I hear something. I do hear a little something over there, but I don't think it's gunfights. Going to be the red gas. Keep on pushing on in until these players are going to be forced into each other's grasp, and who's going to be able to come out on top. Unfortunate to see Hillen here without any armor. Definitely somebody that's shown that they don't need the armor. He's been able to survive this long and really rely on that rejuvenating voice power quite a bit to heal up whenever they're getting in trouble. But right now, I would like to see some armor on hand. Got a little bit of a weird visual glitch there for a second. I thought that somebody threw a sewer bomb on Hillen, but no, it was just some kind of weird glitch. All right, Hillen moving on up as the red gas pushes in, but man, Hillen really not wanting to make the move at all. Really trying to play the counter here. He wants to make sure that the other opponents make a move, and then he gets to make his decisions based upon that move. And honestly, I think it's the best way to go if you can go that way. But right now, he's got to be careful as he's put himself in this little container, and he's definitely going to be trapped in here. Taking out this player real quick as he now tries his best to use that projection dash, but oh no. Oh no, it looks like he tried to use the projection dash to get around, but instead jumps into the water. That is the equivalent of fracturing yourself in Spellbreak, and that's going to be able to give this player right here named Happy Fro enough time to come back to life and reset. Coming back to life, Sanguine coming in big time as he will now heal over time and be able to reset completely. The other player was looking for the opponent that he thought was still alive that jumped into the water. Happy Fro was 69 HP, giggity, but no HP to be used in terms of healing up. No blood syringes, no blood bags. We don't see any armor. He's just gonna have to, oh, wait a second, he heard me. He brought the armor out. Armor going to be going on hand now, and we'll be able to use that Sanguine to heal up a little bit over time. But now the player that came in and pretty much defeated 2 of the last remaining players is now afraid. He has no idea what happened. He has no idea where that other player went, and it's going to be Happy Fro that will be facing them as he sees him right there. He's right next to you. Oh my God, invisibility coming through big time as that little crouch, the unseen passage from the Saboteur will be able to be crouched and get a little bit of that semi-transparency. Not going to be fully invisible, but visible enough to be able to stay a little bit stealthy. It's going to be Happy Fro, and then now Happy Fro going from being down, being out, coming back into this, and now Happy Fro is the aggressor. Our Enforcer pushing on in, using his second armor here, bringing himself up to over 100 HP, and This ending is insane. I cannot believe the player that we were watching really doing a great job. Hillen really, I thought Hillen was about to win that. Jumps into the water. I mean, maybe he just wanted to swim. Maybe he didn't want to fight no more, right? Down below, we see a bunch of those smoke clouds indicating that there is the unseen passage being used over and over, and now a little bit of that vanish power, as it looks like our saboteur will try to find a repositioning opportunity, and does reposition, but not going to be enough to be able to survive the gunshots coming out from our boy Happy Fro. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, from being down and out, from being literally dead to rights, to coming back and taking the dub. Happy Fro taking out Marukio 29, and that's going to be a 4-kill victory. And that, my friends, I believe is going to have to go on YouTube. Oh my gosh, man.